Sup guys, Leon Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Was Pyra and Mythra's Driver. This is part 15. In the last part, Izuku fought against Shoto and defeated him, but in the process basically exhausted him as well, with Bakugo fighting against Iida and him winning, when then soon hearing about the hero killer staying, soon taking down Ingenium, Iida's brother. With that said, let's get into this, as Izuku, Mythra, and Jin soon just relax a little bit, as Izuku feels like he can't help but worry about Iida, as Mythra saying, "Are you still thinking about Ingenium?" As Izuku saying, "How can I not? This is Iida's brother we're talking about, and now it's possible that he's no longer going to be a hero anymore. What am I going to tell him or say to him once classes start back up tomorrow?" As Izuku has his head down, and as Jin saying, "Then say what you want. Ask him how he feels. See how he's doing." As Izuku saying, "That blunt?" As Jin saying, "Yes, that blunt. You have to, if you're worried about people, you have to see how they're doing. How are they act around a certain situation that probably makes them feel uncomfortable. It's what you need to do if you want to become a great hero, right?" As Izuku nods, with Jin saying, "And besides, I looked into this hero killer just today when I heard about him yesterday," as he tells him it seems like he's gone after quite a bit of heroes. Some of these are heroes who were quite arrogant on how popular they want to get, and we're more complaining about them not getting much money from hero agencies or from the Hero Safety Commission. As Izuku saying, "So what's your point? He's killing people." As Mythra saying, I think it's pretty obvious on the people he's targeting." As Izuku saying, "Wait, what do you guys," as he thinks, "Wait, do you guys believe he's only targeting heroes who he deems are only in it for fame and fortune?" As Mythra saying, "Now you're getting it. Of course that's what we're talking about." As Izuku soon says, "But Iida's brother, Ingenium, wasn't like that. He saves tons of innocent people. He doesn't care about the fame. Heck, it's said that he also worked alongside vigilantes before. You can't say that he's not the kind of hero who would help out others. So why would he target him?" As Jin saying, "I think it's pretty obvious. He used him as a messenger, as a statement to Hero Society, to those who cross the hero killer." As Izuku thinks, "You really think so? If that's the case, what about Iida? Knowing him, he would..." As Jin cuts him off and tells him he most likely might go for revenge one day. It wouldn't go past him. I mean, when he just lost somebody close to him, it's human nature for them to want vengeance against the very person that took something precious to them. After all, am I right?" As he looks at Izuku, with Izuku not even looking at Jin, as his head is still down and looking at the ground, he says, "Yeah, but still, we can't say that." As Mythra saying, "Oh, come on. I know you're worried, but at least try and see this from Iida's point of view." As Izuku is shocked and wondering what Mythra means, as she tells him that Iida lost the very person that inspired him to become a hero. He may not be dead, but there's no chance in hell he's ever going to work as a hero ever again. And you should know that, Izuku." As Izuku saying, "Yeah, you're right. Both of you are right. After all, I may not understand what Iida's going through, but I do understand that he's suffering. And as his friends, we need to be there for him in his time of need. Don't you agree?" As two of them nod. Soon after, on the rooftop of Hosu City, a masked man wielding a sword, multiple knives, and is basically looking down as he thinks, so they're still rallying up over what happened with Ingenium. It only makes sense, but he never should have gotten my way. It's my job to purge these fake heroes. As the man soon looks down, as a woman with a giggly voice says, I won't lie, it was actually kind of fun fighting against him. He did put up quite a bit of a fight, but only until you actually cut him. And then I tagged in a little bit. As the girl who said this had wings and also had a mask on covering half of her face. The only thing that could be seen was her mouth, and soon a blue crystal that was on her chest in the shape of an oval. As Stain says, I told you to stay out of it, Obrona. When I fight against fake heroes, it's my job alone. You are only there to have my back if things go hairy, and things did not. Got it? You understand that? And saying, fine. I just wanted a little bit of fun in the act, that's all. As soon after, a gate soon appears with Stain and Obrona pointing their blades right at it. As soon after, the gate soon speaks, please, hero killer, an associate of mine wishes to speak with you and your partner. Care to join us for a bit? After saying that, the gate begins getting bigger and bigger, soon engulfing both of them at the same time. The next day, it begins raining with Izuku, Pyra, and Jin taking the train to school. As Izuku looks on his phone and thinks, wow, after what happened yesterday, they're not even covering what happened to Ingenium anymore. It was that quick? And then just move on. As soon after, Jin in front of Izuku saying, hey, Izuku, trying to look in your phone about Ingenium. As Izuku saying, of course, I'm still worried about Iida and his family after all. Can you blame me? As Pyra is behind Izuku, and saying, but still, if you're worried on how he feels, just ask him and see how he's doing. That's all you need to do. If he's not feeling too well and if he doesn't want to talk about it, so be it. But if he feels like he wants to, hear him out. It's what friends would do, right? As Izuku saying, yeah, you're right. With many people in this train station soon noticed Izuku, Pyra, and Jin, as they noticed that they were from UA. As some of them also noticed Jin and Pyra, who were his sentient quirks after all. As a couple of people in the crowd began getting curious about them and began asking questions, and also congratulated all three of them for making it in third place during the sports festival, as all three of them were pretty shy and nervous about the compliments. As soon after they got off the train, it began raining, as all three of them tried running as fast as they can to the school, with Iida soon catching up behind saying, Midoriya, Pyra, Jin, better get moving before the first bell rings, as they soon sing, Iida, as they make it to the entrance. And soon after, as Izuku saying, hey, Iida, are you... As Iida saying, if you're going to ask me about my brother, I'm doing well. You don't have to worry. As soon after, Pyra and Jin noticed a tone in his voice. As Izuku saying, you sure? If you just need to talk, I'm willing to. As Iida saying, I'm thankful for that, Midoriya. I truly am. But, truly, you don't need to worry. I promise you. And besides, I'm class rep of Class 1A. It's my duty to support all of you guys in your time of need, not just in mine. And I don't want to worry you guys as well. As he soon walks off, as Izuku saying, I really hope he's right. I don't need to worry. With soon after, Pyra and Jin looking at each other with a worried look on both of them. As Jin says, I've thought so. He's lying. He's still dwelling on what happened, which is understandable. After all, as Pyra saying, yeah, I mean, he acts tough, and he doesn't want us worrying. But still, we should keep on looking after Iida for at least the time being. As soon after, everyone heads to Class 1A with everyone getting, hyped and began explaining on how that a couple people outside school basically congratulate them for the sports festival, with some actually feeling a little bit frustrated and feeling a little bit down that they didn't get as far as they did in sports festival, and some being pitied after all. With that, Jin thinks it's only been 2 days since what happened at the sports festival, and yet they're all still talking about it like it's nothing, and still complaining that they didn't get as far as they did. But it doesn't matter. They should know that some people notice their quirks and abilities better than anyone else. As Jin thinks this to himself. Soon after, their homeroom teacher Aizawa comes into the classroom with his sleeping bag and still feeling pretty tired. As he says, "All right, everyone, please settle down. It's time for us to get class started. And time to talk about something important as well." As he begins explaining that the sports festival wasn't just a way for you to show off your quirks and abilities to the world, but also for heroes to scout out you all early, so you'll all be taking part during an internship where you'll be working alongside heroes, but you won't be dealing with serious stuff. Your job is to learn as much as you can and see if you can grow even stronger, finding a way to use your quirks more efficiently as well. As he soon brings up the number of offers for internships for everyone in Class 1A, as first place being Izuku, second place being Shoto, third place being Bakugo, and each place being somewhat canon as usual. As everyone in the class begins feeling shock about the placements, as Jiro says, "Hey, that's weird. Bakugo was the one who won the sports festival. Why is Midoriya number 1? As soon after, Sero soon comments saying, "Well, I guess it has to do with the guy having 2 sentient quirks after all." As Jin basically still has his arms crossed in the back of the classroom, and Pyra feeling a little bit shy as well, as Izuku saying, "Hey, no need to feel shy, Pyra. After all, you and Jin helped me out quite a bit. I wouldn't have gotten this far without you guys." As Pyra soon blushes quite a bit more, feeling more praise from Izuku, as Jin just actually smirked a little bit. Soon, Momo also congratulates, Shoto as well, getting at least second place, as he's saying it's probably because of my father that I got all those offers, even though I didn't even make it to the semifinals or the finals at all. After showing everyone this, he soon explains that even if people who didn't get any offers, you'll still be interning with heroes after all, so you have nothing to worry about. As some people in the class began sighing a little bit and feeling a little bit relieved as well. As soon after, he began explaining that they'll be doing something important, something that will impact their future as heroes, as everyone thinks that it may be more hero study work, like bringing up hero laws or regulations and stuff like that. As he soon says, you need to pick your code names. Time to choose your hero names. As everyone begins getting excited, hyped, and pumped, with noise flooding the entire classroom. As Aizawa activates his quirk And soon everybody sits back down with Jin thinking, hero names, huh? Well then, let's see what Izuku would choose. As he remembers when he was in Izuku's room and helping out clean a little bit. He looked at his old notebook and says, hero names, as he begins listing them from All Might Boy, Mighty Man, and list goes on as Izuku begins freaking out and takes the notebook from Jin before he can read each and every one, as he thinks that, oh my god, that's actually kind of adorable in a way, as Izuku gets even more embarrassed, as Jin thinks, I really hope he doesn't choose any of those names. I don't want him being laughingstock of everybody. After Aizawa explained himself, Midnight soon enters the classroom, as Aizawa soon explains that she will be the one, confirming and allowing your hero names. So think wisely, as he begins saying that he's not that good at, allowing certain hero names after all. As time flies by, everyone uses the same hero names as that they had like in canon. Even with the inclusion of Kendo, she still uses her hero name as well, being Battle Fist, so nothing's really changed there. However, there is one little change for Izuku, is that he chooses for his hero name to be the Aegis hero, Deku. And yes, it's still the same, it's still Deku. After all, even though he originally hated the name, a couple people told him that the name can mean something more, and it can be the name of a hero. So that's why he chooses Deku, as Ochako and Pyra also smiles, with Mythra also smiling inside as well, with Jin actually impressed and glad to see Izuku changing a name that meant something negative to him can now be used as a name that can bring positivity to the world. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed them. Sorry if this video seems a lot shorter than my other videos. I wanted the script to be a lot more shorter after all. And I wanted to bring the inclusion of Stain and his new blade after all. So please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear them. And also like and subscribe, which really helps out my channel a lot. Anyway, this is Mooky, signing out. Later.